hasn't kicked over yet. But always thinking. I got a thumbs up. Hello there. Thanks for joining in. Welcome. You've got Mary Burke Live. Just hanging out on this Saturday. Hi there, Kiwan. There's lots of emojis going on there. Hi there, Rich. Hi, Mohammed. What did I say? It was Saturday? Did I say it was Saturday? I lost a day. It's Sunday. Sunday. Yes, here comes trouble. That's right, Paul. You know it. I did go out and vote today, so I'm not telling you who I voted for, so just so you know, I'm just telling you you should go out and vote. All right? It's our right as registered voters to go out and vote. Hello there, Fanduko. Hello there, Mohammed. Yes, welcome. Good evening. Hi there, Paul. Good evening. Hope that you guys all had a wonderful Sunday. Just remember to keep your comments or questions respectful. Otherwise, YouTube will bleep them out and hold them for review, and I will not take that time to to go back and review those questions. Yes, Paul, I voted for myself. That's what I did. I voted for myself. Team Mary. Vote for Mary. Vote for Mary with my running mate, Stella and Jeffrey. Hi there, Jay. Thanks for joining in. My porn star Jay is in the house. Thanks for joining. Hi there, Bradley. Thanks for joining. Yes. Hi there, Brian. Hi there, Francisco. Flocka asks if my soles are dirty. No, my soul's clean. I have no idea. Yes, they're pretty clean. But I am barefoot. Hi there, Matthew. Thanks for joining in. Welcome. Yes. Yes, I do have a dirty soul, I think. See, look at this. I did this one earlier. Vote for Mary and Stella and Jeffrey. So, yes, you need to vote. Vote for Team Mary. Thank you, Firmer. For thinking I have a beautiful smile. I do appreciate that. So it's funny that you said I voted for myself. So yes, vote for Team Mary. Hi there, Yoel. Thanks for joining in. I do strongly recommend that all the registered voters go out there and make your voice count and vote. I am doing okay, Richard. Thank you for asking. And Stella. Stella is chewing. I have an empty one of these Propel bottles, and what you hear gnawing in the background is Stella likes to put it in her teeth and run around with it. Brian, you thought it was bikini night? You got the wrong night, man. So sorry to hear that. But I have plenty of my shorts and reels do have me wearing a bikini. Yes. Ohio is in the house. Thanks for being here. Thank you. Bonsoir from France. Thank you. Depuis, France. Now, I have been to France, but I've only been to Bordeaux and to Paris. But I did go to the artist village up the hill. The Montmartre. So. South Carolina, Dale is in the house. Thank you for being here. Brian is from Detroit. Yes. My Motor City barrels came out of Detroit. My gaming console that I have, I also have some reel shorts posts of that, and I've had it in probably some of my lives. That it's a gaming console that's made out of a whiskey barrel, and it's done by a company out of Detroit called Motor City Barrels. So, and I also have matching chairs to go with it. Tell me something. Thank you for sending your love to me today. Yes, thank you for sending me your love. Southern California is in the house. Thank you for being here. Glasgow, Scotland is in the house. Good evening, Lee. I have been to Aberdeen. I did not get to go to Glasgow, but I did visit Aberdeen and spent a week in Aberdeen. It was beautiful over there. Yes, Charlie, you'd only end up as another number. That's true. You would only end up as another number on a long list of numbers. Hi there, David. Thanks for joining. And yes, surfboard. I am having an enjoyable weekend. I did get to go out to dinner a couple of nights with some friends and family. I went and voted today. I went to church today. I did all sorts of stuff today. I went out to breakfast today. Yeah, sites that you will remember for a lifetime. Yes, I do have that effect on people. For real, did I vote today? Yes, I got the sticker after voting. So yes, I did vote today. Today was the last day. Is the last early voting day. And otherwise you have to wait till Wednesday to vote. Hi there, greetings from Belgium. Thank you. Philip, I will tell you that you need to go out and vote. Who I voted for is not as important as the fact that you go out and vote. So regardless of who I voted for, everybody has their own opinion. So yes, yes, yes. Rockford, Illinois is in the house. Los Angeles is in the house. Thank you for being here. Yes, it is time to, my feet are up and I'm relaxing. You mean even more relaxed? It's a little hard on the stool to do that. So I am sitting in the corner too, so. To sit and spin. So, yes, yes, yes. I do appreciate everybody joining me today on this Sunday evening. Yes, Vince, hi there. You love my farming videos. Thank you. Yes, my farming videos will show you all different aspects that I encounter on the farm. Now, I do have a small hobby farm, so I don't have acres and acres and acres of crops, but I do have a garden that was growing corn and cucumbers and zucchinis. But let me tell you, my zucchinis were huge. They were like baseball bats. They were more like, they were thick and bulbous. I couldn't put one hand around them. They were definite two-handers. I had never seen zucchini grow so big. So that was amazing. And no GMO, no anything like that, just in the ground. And they were and very fresh and delicious. At the time I was also getting Hello Fresh to supplement, and I would supplement the meals with what I picked from the garden. So I also had lettuce, was butter crunch lettuce and a red leaf loose romaine lettuce. But the funny ones were my jalapeno peppers. Now they only grew to be, yay big, and they did get some girth to them. Some of them got chunkier than the others. But I had yellow squash, and the yellow squash I got the crooked hook, or the crooked neck yellow squash. And I don't think I'd get that kind again, because it went to really knobby real quick. It went from being fresh and just ripe, just barely ripe, to being overripe like that. And it didn't grow as big, and it became more like a gourd than it did. But it had all these like bumps and knobs all over it, and it wasn't as fresh to eat. I didn't enjoy the texture as much. So as I really enjoyed the zucchini breads and zucchini chips and zucchini uh, in my salads. So all of that julienne zucchini, it was all delicious, delicious, delicious. So what else did I have in that garden? I also had cucumbers, and those, and I kind of got, so I was reading about a technique where you have a A-frame lattice and you let the vine for the cucumber grow over the A-frame or grow up the A-frame, and then your cucumber will dangle down and grow longer. Well, again, I got really fat cucumbers. They were thicker than this bottle. They were just, but they weren't very long. So they were probably only maybe half the length of the bottle, but as thick around as the bottle. So, and it was harder to tell when they were ripe, because when they grow on the ground, when the green starts to turn to yellow on there, you know that they're super ripe. And they were kind of the striped ones. They're not the all green, like the hothouse, you know, those really long, thin cucumbers. I was hoping it was gonna be more like that, but it wasn't. It was these hunk and thick cucumbers. Super, super juicy, lots of seeds, but very soft seeds. And it was, again, a delicious, in my salads, made cucumber salads. I did marinated cucumbers. I did not pickle any of the cucumbers. I ate them all up. I couldn't not eat them. So I couldn't save any to pickle them. And then I grew watermelons. Now I got 6 watermelon plants, and oh my God, I took over half the garden. Absolutely. And I had watermelons, just huge watermelons growing everywhere. And it was like interfering with the cucumbers. It was like vying for the vine for the cucumbers. And it was, so that was pretty intense, like seeing how much area of the garden those watermelons take up. And I didn't really read because I did that from seed, and I didn't really read that I should have gone for more of the seedless type, because these had some big black seeds in them, and they were hard. They were hard seeds. So those ones, what you like when you were little and you had got at the watermelon, you had to flick the seeds out of it because you couldn't really eat the watermelon. I mean, the watermelon was big, red, and delicious, very juicy. They're just dripping watermelon with juices, but the seeds in it kind of killed it for me. So, and then I also grew green beans. That was the bunch green beans. So they still grow on I still put a string all the way across so that the vine would grow up the string, but then you had clumps of the green beans. That was a delicious, again, you snapped them, they actually snapped. They didn't bend, they just whoosh, snapped right in half, but they were delicious green beans and peas. So that was all part of the garden. Oh, and I had the cherry tomatoes. Those cherry tomatoes were super sweet, very super sweet. I only had the one tomato plant, and it fed me for the whole summer. The one thing that didn't take was carrots. It did not take at all. I didn't get one single stinking carrot out of the whole thing. And it's not because the bunnies took it, because I do have wild bunnies, or I did have wild bunnies, but the cats really like the bunnies. So no more wild bunnies on the farm. Anyways, so that was my farming, my crop experience on the farm. So, and I did a live where I planted all the garden live for you. So that is in my library. So you can go back. I had bunny ears on and a bikini top, and I went around and planted my whole garden. So you can see a 2-hour live where I planted that garden. But you just gotta hit subscribe, and then you can go to through my library and find it. It was Easter weekend, so hence the bunny ears when I was doing it. In addition to that, there's plenty of posts that you can see about me watering, weeding, and harvesting from the garden. In addition to that, I have 3 goats and a bunch of chickens. I thought I had all hens, but I did not. So, note to self, be careful when you go to Tractor Supply and they tell you that they're all sexed and that they're all pullets. Pullets are all females, they're all hens, and they'll tell you what type of eggs you should expect. Now, this is several times that this has happened to me where I have gone and purchased the day-old chicks, day or 2 old chicks from Tractor Supplies, and you end up with a surprise about 3-4 months later when you hear so that was when it first happened. I said, oh, the neighboring farm has a new, because the neighboring farm, I can hear their roosters. I'm like, oh, the neighboring farm has a new rooster. It's kind of croaky. And then lo and behold, the following day I was like, that's on this farm, so that's here. And sure enough, there is a rooster. So then I had to watch over the other hens really pretty carefully, because I do collect their eggs, but every day. So I had to check on their eggs every day and make sure that none of them were going broody. And what does broody mean? Broody means when a hen will go sit on their clutch of eggs and won't get up. And she'll turn the eggs and rotate them. And it takes about 21-ish days from the day that she lays it for that egg to hatch into a chick. So I'm watching them, and I had 2 after I found out that I had a rooster that went broody. And I'm like, okay, now I gotta watch these chicks. Well, those 2 chicks weren't fertilized. They were not, so I watched them for a month straight, and none of their chicks, and they just kept laying eggs, and none of their chicks were fertilized. So it was just eggs. So then when you do that, you have to get rid of the eggs. I mean, when they're sitting, the eggs will go bad. So you don't want that. So in addition to that, I lost track. I was traveling in the month of September, so I lost track of one of the hens. And that hen, I thought, the coyotes got it, or Willow, my white dog. I thought maybe she got it. And she's a rescue dog that I'm trying to train to be a good farm dog. But she loves to love the animals to death. So it's happened a couple of times where she'll just kind of corral one of them, and you think she's herding the animal along, and then you check on her and she's like licking and giving lots of love to a specific animal and just loves it to death. So anyways, I was afraid that happened. And lo and behold, right before I left to go on this trip, 2 days before I left, I hear beep, 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 beep. I'm like, no way. And that one that I thought was missing was actually broody, but she went broody in the woods. So she wasn't near any of the other hens. She wasn't near the rooster. She wasn't near the goats. She was just out in the woods. And then I see her with 4 little chicks, 3 little reds and 1 little black chick. So, and they are doing fine. I keep getting updates from the people that are looking at the farm while I am gone. So, anyways, so that, and I forgot to tell you about, I also have the 3 rescue dogs, which is Stella. Then I have Big Boy, who is the guard dog out front. And then I was talking a little bit about Willow, who is trying to be a farm dog in training. And barn cats, I've got those. But going back to the goats, they're dwarf and pygmy goats. There's the papa, who is Arnie. Then there's the mama, who is Mavis. And then their little baby, which is Pearl. And Pearl just turned, she was born April 30th. So that was 6 months ago. May, June, July, August, September, October 30th. So she is 5 months old. Yeah. So she is older than when I originally got Arnie and Mavis, because I got them both at, I think Arnie was at 4 months, 3 to 4 months, and I got Mavis when she was 4 months. What's my favorite fruit? I am a berry girl. I like berries. Now, I also like melons, don't get me wrong. I have a set of melons myself. So I get the appeal for the melons, but I am more a berry girl. I like blueberries and raspberries and blackberries and strawberries. Blackberries, when they're sweet, those are probably my favorite. Put some blackberries in a vanilla yogurt and put a crumble of granola on the top, and I am all happy. Grapes, I do like green grapes. There's that type that's cotton candy grapes. I do like those types of grapes as well. Let's see. So yeah, I do. Avocados, I had avocado this morning. Yes, avocados, it's got that big nut in the middle. So I like guac. I definitely like guac. I like avocado toast. And this morning I went to First Watch, and at First Watch I had their elevated egg sandwich, which had bacon, cheese. It was the Gruyere, I never can say that right. It's a Gruyere, G-R-U-Y-E-R-E, Gruyere. Cheese on a brioche bun with avocado, and my egg I did over medium, and a little bit of an arugula lettuce in it, and it was delicious. It was delicious, and bacon. Did I tell you that I had bacon? Yes, bacon. I am wearing a bra today. Yes, I am baller. Yes, it's right there. It's just nude. But I'm wearing it. What's my favorite libation? You're looking at it, Purpell waters, or vitamin waters. I'm predisposed, or I like the Focus or Power C. That's my those are my two favorites of the vitamin waters. And then this is a pineapple peach. I get this directly from Amazon. It's called the Immunity Pack. So it's either lemon blackberry, which, as we said earlier, I already am. The blackberry is probably one of my favorites. There is this pineapple peach, and there is a raspberry orange, which is also very nice. And I like it because it's not the same ones that you go and get at Publix or any of that other stuff. But I down a lot of these. So as far as alcoholic beverages, I haven't had an alcoholic beverage in almost 2 years. So no drinking, sober for over almost 2 years now. Yes. So it's live. Yes, Paul. The Mary Burke Show, starring Mary Burke. You've got me. Special guest star is Mary Burke. Yes, you've got me. Got me right here. This is the account for you to hit follow, subscribe, join, like, comment. You can put your comments right there, or your questions in there. Do I partake of any weed or cannabis? No. Have I? Sure. Everybody has. But I do not partake. It's just not in my lifestyle choices. So same thing with edibles. No, I don't partake. But that is my own personal choice. Hi there, everyone. Thanks. All right, Vince, yes, I am responding. I hope that you guys are all having a wonderful Sunday evening. I hope that you are enjoying your evening. And I hope that you can kick off the week starting right. What's the most amount of men I've been with at the same time? Oh, well, that's a fun one. Jump right into it, right? Well, what's really funny is I was just telling this story on one of my fan sites about a really good friend of mine that was having a bachelor party, and I got invited, and I'm like, oh yeah, whatever. So I get there, and things. It was at this hotel that my husband and I always wanted to try. Blah blah blah. So I'm like, all right, let's just go. We'll hang out for a little bit and all that other stuff. So, and we get there. Turns out I'm the only girl there, and yeah, so that was pretty funny because at one point they said, you know. I said, when's the entertainment coming? And they all started giggling and whatever. And they're like, can't you be the entertainment? I'm like, well, I guess I could be the entertainment. So now you'll have to go to my fan sites to hear the rest of the story. This is sorry you're so talkative, Vince. It's okay. It's the first time you've seen me. That happens a lot. That happens a lot. People can't believe that they can really talk to me because on my fan sites, I'll also talk to you. So, you know, and people are like, oh my God, you actually talk to people? Of course, I'll talk to my fans. Thanks for thinking that they're nice, Scotty. I do appreciate that. You've seen all my shorts. Yes, my shorts, my reels. Yes, and I do have longer ones. Again, when I'm done with my lives, they upload. So there are some long lives on there as well. Yes, hi there, Ron. Thank you for thinking I'm nice, JJ. I should write a book about my adventures. The Adventures of Mary. What do you think? Would you buy the book? Or just the video? Yeah, well, there's been, you know, I am a mom and I am a grandmother because by the way, they killed my actual TikTok account, TheMaryBurke 6. The Karens got a hold of it. So that's no more. And if you go to my profile, that will be a broken link until I can update it with my new one. And I'll need your help. I'll need your help going there to the grandma, Mary Burke. Because I was like, you know, the Karens call me a grandma, so I might as well just go with it and just say, hey, yeah, Grandma Mary Burke, go ahead. So anyways, if you get a chance to head over to TikTok, then you can always hit follow there because that's a new account that I'm going to try to grow back up. And that was over 500,000 or more viewers that I had there. And then the Karens, you know what the Karens got me for? They got me for wiggling my butt in full clothes. I was wearing a skirt. You couldn't see up the skirt. And I was looking at the monorail, waving. I was doing this. This is what they got me for. Because I was also doing some calf raises. So that's what they got me for. That was, yeah, so that's all I'm going to say about the Karens. So you guys can help me. Yes, I'm a good grandma. I am a good grandma. Yes, smack it with the Karens. They're out there. And TikTok is full of them. And there are so many fake Marys on TikTok and on Facebook. You know, they jump in on Facebook to my own comments and pull people away. So I reach out to people and just let them know. The biggest things to understand is, like, if I'm talking with you right here, I'm live. you just hit subscribe, follow, join right here. And then my profile will bring you to my own actual links for each one of those different social media platforms, because there are so many of those fakes. And I do what I can to get rid of them, but they're out there in force, and they go hard right into the comments and try to take you away. And how do they try to take you away? They will pose as me, which they're not, and tell you that I have a Telegram, which I do not. And I don't have a Zangi. I don't do Google Chats. I don't do, the only place that I chat on would be my fan sites. So that's where you guys have to go if you want to chat. So don't be looking for me on, all these other, no Snapchats, no, none of those. So what you got to do is you got to go to the fan sites and then chat with me there. Thanks, James, for thinking I'm amazing. Lots of fake accounts, right? Yes. And they'll try to scam you. Or someone, I think it was on Facebook, let me know through the comments, because I don't even use Facebook Messenger. I don't use it. That's not where I get so many requests. I cannot take that time to chat there. So I save it to chat with my true fans who go, and not that I'm saying you're not true fans, you are true fans, but I don't have the ability to chat with everybody other than live like this and on my fan sites. That's what I got, because it's me. I don't hire chatters. I am my management team. I have a production crew and all that other stuff, but they don't jump in, and I feel that it's important for me to reach out and actually chat with the fans instead of having somebody else do it for me on my behalf. That doesn't make much sense. Yes, you should, if you come across somebody that's trying to take you away from my own page, like if you're on one of my pages and somebody gets in there and says, hey, PM me privately at this link, or hit reply, and they're taking you away from my pages, that is a telltale sign that it's a fake, and to report them and block them. That's all that you can do. It takes an act of Congress sometimes for me to take down some accounts. There was a Facebook one that had way more followers than I even had, and they were stealing all of my content, selling beauty supplies, promising all sorts of stuff, and getting subscriptions on top of it all. And I finally had to do a DCMA and get my legal team involved and get it taken down. But I mean, that's the extreme, and Facebook didn't want to do it. It took them, it took that getting the legal team involved in order to get it taken down. So some platforms are okay with it. They're perfectly fine with all the fakes, and in fact, I think that their platforms are derived or a benefit from all those fakes. But anyhow, I digress. Pasquale, I'm not going to tell you who I voted for, but I am going to tell you, as a U.S. citizen that is registered to vote, it is your duty to go out and vote. And it doesn't matter who I personally voted for. What it matters is that you take it upon yourself and deem it an important task to go out and vote. So, because we all differ in our political beliefs. Did I vote with the shirt on? Absolutely did. This is how I voted. I went from church to voting. So, thank you for joining me this evening. You have Mary Burke Live. Yes, you do. It is going to be time for me to get ready for the evening and sign off, but I thank you for joining me. Yes, remember voting. Yes, voting is on the 5th. So, and it ends early. So make sure that you get out and vote. And I know that early voting ends tonight where I am. So early voting is done as of an hour from now on East Coast time at 7 p.m. So otherwise you have to wait for the 5th end vote. It's great to see you too, Christina. Thanks for joining in. Thank you, David, for joining in. Yes, Jay, I hope you have a great evening. Thanks for joining me today. James, was I going out tonight? No, I'm hanging out tonight. I am hanging out tonight. Just kicking back, relaxing. I got up early and was out all day, and now I'm kicking back and relaxing. Yeah, you had an incident with a fake account? Oh, I hate when that happens, Spencer. I do. I hate when that happens. Yes, they'll promise you the moon. They will. But that's not me. You know, it's not. Yes, you envy this stool where I can sit and spin? Yes, you'd like to see me sit and spin, wouldn't you? That's on the fan pages. You're not going to get it here. But clothed like this, you can see me sit and spin like that, side to side. Thank you, Surfboard. Yes, you too. Have a great rest of your evening. I do appreciate you being here and chatting with me tonight. Yes. All right, everybody. You got me for, let's see, where are we at? 38. I'll end it at, we have been on for 40 minutes and an hour, a minute and a half. So you cram it in. You can shove all those questions at me right now and I'll pick one. Yes. Do the seat twirl. Yes. What was that toy as a kid? I think it was called the sit and spin. It had the big handle on it. You could sit crisscross applesauce and sit and spin. I like that toy. I actually like the what was the bouncy, not the hobby horse. It was a big ass ball. And it had the rubber handle on the front of it, and you could bounce on the ball. It's like a yoga ball or a balance ball or whatever, but it had the handle on the front of it. I love that. Tony, I'm not going to tell you who I'm voting for, but I'm going to tell you it's your right to go out and vote, and you should do that. So hopefully everybody goes out and votes. Yes. Yes. Thanks for thinking that I look great. I do appreciate that. Hi, Smiling Panda. Thank you for joining in tonight. I do appreciate you being here. Oh, I guess I read that wrong. I saw it was 38 minutes. It was 36 minutes. So you got me for a few more minutes. I'll end it at 40 minutes, which will be now in 2 minutes. How much can we get done in the 2-minute drill? I like that 2-minute drill. I do. Michelle asked if I have any silk blouses. Yes, I do have one gray, beautiful dove gray. It's like this color gray silk blouse. I don't have it with me while I'm traveling, but yes, I do have a silk blouse. The rest are satin, and I do have multiple colors in satin blouses. And that satin and the silk just feels so beautiful on your body. I love the way that it drapes. I love the way that it clings. I have a short sleeve black satin shirt. I have a crinkle cream satin shirt that has super shiny satin on the lapels and on the wrists, on the cuffs. And then I have a fuchsia pink one. 2 fuchsia pink ones. I like fuchsia pink. Is 4 inches enough? Enough for what? That is the question. This girl here is a queen. Size of queen of sizes. So yeah, the 4 inches isn't gonna do much. Fuchsia, yeah, you love the fuchsia, Vince? Yes, yes. No, I can have fun with different sizes. You're just not gonna get what you think you're gonna get. But on the flip side, you get what you get and you don't get upset. Yes, that is a fact, Vince, that I am a queen. I am a queen. Yes. I do love my sizes. I like my big tools. I like my big tools. And oh, but I do have, I'm gonna do a product review on it. It's one of the things that I will be doing is a Christmas tool review for your stockings, to stuff your stockings. So if you want some stocking stuffers, here's the one for you. Stay tuned because I will be giving a little review. And this is a stubby. Yes, it's a Klein tool stubby. It's a 6-in-1 ratcheting tool and it's a little stubby. Yeah, stay tuned for that one. We're gonna have fun. So stay tuned. I haven't made any of those. That's an upcoming project that I will be working on. So stay tuned for some post-reel shorts about that. Yeah, that is a little guy, Vince. Yes, it is. Yes, it's a stubby little guy, so it's thick too. Yeah, that'll be fun. And I'm gonna end on that note, guys. So you gotta jump over to my fan sites now because I'm all done being live. But you can always hit subscribe right there and then join me on my fan sites. So, or check out my other social medias. Absolutely. Check out my prior posts, reels, shorts, prior lives. There's thousands of videos right here in the library. YouTube is probably the longest running account that I have. So there's 3-4 years of content from when I started out. So enjoy. And make sure that you hit that subscribe button, all right? All right, everybody. I hope that you have a great rest of your evening. Again, go out. It's your right to go out and vote. I'm not telling you who I voted for, but I will just say that as a registered voter, it is your right to go out and vote, and that's what's important, is that you make your vote count. Okay? So, good night, everybody, and check out my fan sites. Talk to you later. Bye now.